welcome to another edition of Reading with Rockfish. So glad to see you. Thank you for joining me. Guess what we're doing today? We're going fishing. This hat is my dad's hat. My dad's passed away, but this was his hat, and it says, "Gone fishing." Now, my dad never went fishing, so I don't know why he bought a fish that said "Gone fishing," but he did. I think just to keep the sun out, or just to be kind of cool, or to be funny. I don't know. But today we're going to go fishing in McElligot's pool. Now, if you don't know what fishing is, it's where you go to catch fish. We took a noun in English, fish, you know, and we put an ing, and now it's a verb. I fish, you fish, we went fishing. We made it a thing. So, let's go take a look at McElligot's pool. This is a story written by Dr. Seuss and first published in 1947. I'm not lying. Look at that, 1947. Do the math. That's 73 years ago. Oh, I did it in my head. Go figure. Summer, and you can still do math. So today we're going to take a look at McElligot's pool. It's a fun little story, and it's summer, because, you know, summer is fun. Summer is Seussical and summerful. 2 words I just made up because I can, because it's Dr. Seuss. And let's enjoy a story about Dr. Seuss's going in a child's imagination at McElligot's pool. Remember what happened on Mulberry Street? Well, today we're going to the pool. "Young man," laughed the farmer, "you're sort of a fool. You'll never catch fish in McElligot's pool. The pool is too small, and you might as well know it. When people have junk, here's the place that they throw it." Look at all the junk. Don't do that. They were still doing it in way back. "You might catch a boot, or you might catch a can. You might catch a bottle. But listen, young man, if you sat 50 years with your worms and your wishes, you'd grow a long beard long before you'd catch fishes." Well, isn't he a Debbie Downer? Answered Marco. "It may be you're right. I've been here 3 hours without one single bite. There might be no fish, but again, well, there might, 'cause you never can tell what goes on down below. This pool might be bigger than you or I know." Clearly, this was done before social media and computers, 'cause what kid is waiting 3 hours to see something happen? "This might be a pool like I've read in books, connected to one of those underground brooks." Ooh, look at the underground brook. "An underground river that starts here and flows right under the pasture, and then, well, who knows?" Ooh, look at that. Now it's in black and white. "It might go along down where no one can see, right under the State Highway 203, right under the wagons, right under the toes of Mrs. Ombroso's, who's hanging out clothes. It might keep on flowing, perhaps, who can tell? Right under the people in Sneaton's Hotel, right under the grass where they're playing croquet, then under the mountains far, far away." Not a lot of people play croquet anymore. I did as a kid just because we were bored and somebody had it in there. "This might be a river, now mightn't it be, connecting McElligot's pool to the sea? Well, then maybe some fish might be swimming toward me, if such a thing could be. They certainly would be. Some very smart fellow might point out the way to the place where I'm fishing, and that's why I say if I wait long enough, I'm patient and cool, who knows what I'll catch in McElligot's pool." I love the illustrations. Look at how big what's under. What an imagination. Don't ever let someone tell you it can't happen. Look at, Marco's not giving up. Remember what he saw on Mulberry Street? "I might catch a thin fish, I might catch a stout fish, I might catch a short or a long, long drawn out fish." Stout. There's a word we don't hear a lot of. "Any kind, any shape, any color or size, I might catch some fish that would open your eyes. I won't be surprised if a dogfish appears." A dogfish? Boom. "Complete with a collar and long floppy ears, woofing along, and perhaps he might chase a whole lot of catfish right straight to this place." Run, catfish, run. Look at the drawings on that. That's not the catfish I know. Is it the catfish you know? Ooh, let's find out. I might catch a fish with a pinwheel tail. I might catch a fish who has fins like a sail. I might catch some young fish, some high jumping friskers. I might catch an old one with long flowing whiskers. I might catch a fish with a long curly nose. I might catch a fish like a rooster that crows. I might catch a fish with a checkerboard belly. I love that, a checkerboard belly. Or even a fish made of strawberry jelly. I might catch a seahorse now, mightn't I now? I might catch a fish who is partly a cow. Maybe it's a manatee. You know, sea cow. Some fish from the tropics, all sunburned and hot, might decide to swim up. Well, they might. Might they not? Racing up north for a chance to get cool, full steam ahead for McElligot's pool. Some Eskimo fish from Hudson Bay might decide to swim down, might be headed this way. It's a pretty long trip, and they might, and they may. Eskimo fish. Uh-oh, I got a stuck page. Oh no! They might or they may. I might catch an eel. Well, I might. It depends. A long twisting eel with a lot of strange bends, and oddly enough, with a head on both ends. Both ends? Where does it begin? Where does it end? One doesn't catch this kind of fish as a rule, but the chances are fine in McElligot's pool. Never give up hope. I might catch a fish with a terrible grouch, or an Australian fish with a kangaroo's pouch. Look at that one. I love this picture. Who wants to catch small ones like mackerel or trout? Say, I'll catch a sawfish with such a long snout that he needs an assistance to help him about. If I wait long enough, if I'm patient and cool, who knows what I'll catch in McElligot's pool? Some roughneck old lobster. I'll gristle and muscle, might grab at my bait, then I would have a tussle. To land one so tough might take 2 or 3 hours, but the next thing might be easy, and the kind that likes flowers. Look at that one. Look at the drawing. The illustration is so cool. Try to make that. I might catch some sort of fast-moving bloke who zips through the waves with an overarm stroke. I might and I may, and that's really no joke. A fish even faster, a fish, if you please, who slides down the sides of a strange island on skis. He might ski on over and pay me a visit. That's not impossible, really. Now, is it? Some circus fish, fish from an acrobat school, might stage a big show in McElligot's pool. Wow, he's got quite the imagination. Or I might catch a fish from a stranger place yet, from the world's highest river in far off Tibet, where the falls are so steep that it's dangerous to ride them, so the fish put up chutes and they float down beside them. Look at that. Whoa! From the world's deepest oceans, from way down below, from down in the mud where the deep divers go, from down in the mire and the muck and the murk, I might catch some fish who are all going gurk. He's got a great imagination. Whoop, I think I skipped a page. There it is. Whales! There she blows. Whales! I'll catch whales. Yes, a whole herd of whales, all spouting their spouts and all thrashing their tails. I'll catch 50 whales, then I'll stop for the day, 'cause there's nothing that's bigger than whales, so they say. Still, of course, it might be that there is something bigger than a whale. Some sort of a kind of thingamajigger. A fish that's so big, if you know what I mean, that he makes a whale look like a tiny sardine. Oh no, that's a big one. Whew, look at all those fish. Oh my goodness, check out the illustrations. Try to draw some of those if you're looking for something to do. Oh, the sea is so full of a number of fish. If a fellow is patient, he might get his wish. And that's why I think that I'm not such a fool when I sit here and fish in McElligot's pool. Yay! Are you that patient? I hope you stayed till the end. That's a long story, but it just shows a kid's imagination and patience. And you can do anything with your imagination. Try to draw some of these pictures. These are the artwork in here is great. Like here's a new word. Stout. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. It used to be a song we sang. Stout is a good word. Check out all the fish. Look at that guy. You could draw that. Make your own fun fish. Post it. Take a picture of it. Put it down in the comments, down there. Have some fun with it. Read a fun book. Takes no time. That was 10 minutes. If you stayed, I appreciate it. I hope you're having a great summer. I know I am. I'm not going fishing, but I am going to go sit in the sun and read some books today and enjoy my grandbaby, my daughter, my son, and just hanging out on a beautiful summer day. Hope you all have some great times. Read a fun book. And remember, take care of yourself, be kind to one another, and peace, friends.